Welcome back to the channel. This is my second video. Today, we're going to be talking about cloud. And the reason that I want to talk about this topic is because it is so closely intertwined with everything else that I want to talk about on this channel. This video is intended for a broad audience, but especially for newcomers to cloud, newcomers to tech, anybody that wants to learn about the tech world and especially about cloud. Those of you that have already been around tech for a while or that maybe are actually working in the cloud, stick around. I think you'll still find some use for this video. So what is the cloud? If you had to explain it to a 5-year-old, how would you explain it? And it's okay if it's a little hard for you to come up with a good answer straight away. I know even experienced engineers can struggle to come up with a good answer to this question. The truth is that at a physical level, the cloud is really just a bunch of computers. And specifically, they're computers that are actually shared by one or more companies. I think that most of us, when we hear the term cloud, we first think of maybe iCloud or Google Drive, or maybe you play Xbox Game Pass and you know that you can play your games from the cloud. But although all of these services might refer to cloud in their titles, these are just products that are sitting on the cloud. They're using the cloud. They are not the cloud themselves. The cloud that we mostly refer to is in fact just data centers that host all of those computers that I talked about. And the most popular cloud providers are AWS, Google, and Azure. You see, the thing is that these big tech companies like Microsoft, Google, and Amazon have so much capacity within their data centers that they realized that if they rented it out to other companies, they could actually make money, and a lot of it. But what is the point of the cloud? Why do companies care? Why is it a $500 billion a year industry? Why do cloud engineers make upwards of $100,000 a year? Well, there's a few reasons. First off, it can be a huge cost savings for companies. Just think about it. These companies that are moving their applications and servers and everything to the cloud no longer have to worry about buying thousands of servers or finding warehouses to store them in or hiring technicians to take care of them. Possibly even more importantly, they don't have to keep up with upgrading them every few years. Simply put, they don't have to put a whole bunch of money down on an investment. Instead, they can just pay for what they use. If they use a lot one month, then they pay a lot. If they only use a little bit, then they don't pay as much. And this actually brings us to point number 2. The second reason why most businesses are moving to the cloud. And that is that companies can move faster. Instead of fiddling with setting up a bunch of hardware and forecasting how much capacity they'll need next month or next year, they can just focus on building their product. They no longer have to worry about filling up the space on their hard drives or not having enough CPUs or not having the networking to be able to handle all of the data transfer. They can rest easy knowing that they have basically infinite resources at their fingertips. And this brings us to point number 3, which is that the cloud is virtually infinite. When you use the cloud, in just a few seconds and a few clicks, you could have thousands of servers running worldwide. You could have terabytes or even petabytes of information flowing through your network. Yes, you will be paying a hefty fee to do all of that. But you know that as a business, as long as your revenues outstrip your expenses, you're still profitable. And actually, this is actually the case for Netflix. Netflix runs their entire service worldwide on Amazon's AWS. And this is extremely impressive when you think about the fact that Netflix actually accounts for about 10% of worldwide internet traffic at any given moment. It's just truly mind-boggling. Well, I hope that this video has been informative. I hope you learned something or at least found something interesting. Again, I know that this was kind of a basic video, but I promise it'll make sense as I get into the rest of the content that I have planned for this channel. Nearly everything that I do on this channel will in some way tie back to cloud. That's how important this topic is. So thank you to those of you that made it this far. I really appreciate your time and attention, and I hope that I can keep it, and I hope you'll keep coming back for more. As a little bit of a teaser for those of you that stuck around, I can tell you that in the next few videos, we're not just going to be talking about educational content, but I'm actually going to make it very actionable. I want you to be able to make money with the stuff that you're learning here. But anyways, I don't want to keep dragging this on. I don't want to overpromise too much. Thank you again. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.